Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to day 3 of the 10 days to unmasking your pain challenge. Today, we're going to talk about shifting your mindset. Oh my God, how important is this? I'm going to tell you a little story, and I hope this helps you to understand how important shifting your mindset is. And this is my being vulnerable moment. I was in an abusive relationship. Within that abusive relationship, I discovered so much about myself. And before that discovery, I had this false ass belief about who I was, what I deserved, my worth, my value, my importance, my relevance to the world. It was falsely distorted because of childhood issues and some childhood trauma that I was running from all of my life. So, this relationship, going through it, brought me to my knees, literally, to where I had to one, two, or three. One, I had to accept that that was my ending, which means that I was stuck in this relationship, which that was a fuck no. We wasn't about to go through that no more. Two, I had to realize that if I wanted to stay in this relationship, I was going to have to do a lot of settling. And I wasn't going to do that either. Or three, I had to change my mind about what was going on in my life. Three was the best option. It was the most productive. And it helped me to get out of that abusive relationship. Because as I tell my story, and I've told it so many times, I don't know if you have heard it before, but I grew up with a very emotionally traumatic family. I grew up in emotionally traumatic and abusive relationships. My last marriage was definitely toxic as hell. And on my search to try, because my goal then actually was to save the marriage. Because at that time I hadn't shifted my mindset. I was still stuck on the I wasn't worthy. Now, all of these beliefs and thoughts were unconsciously being done because I didn't know that I was feeling that way about myself. But when I started to figure out how to change him, and this is how God works, how the universe works, how the soul works, I began to learn things about myself. And ultimately, I changed myself. And ultimately, within that change, I changed my mind. And when I began to change my mind, and that came from me learning about how to fix a broken ass marriage with a broken ass person, or with actually two broken people, because I was broken as well. But when I changed my mind, I was able to stick my chest out, pull my hair down, and stroll through as if I was the prize, because actually I am the prize. And I had to be reminded of that knowledge about myself in order for me to step into who I really was, which was not a woman who would accept a man hitting on her, cheating on her, or any other type of abusive manner. So, because I went on that search looking for something, although I didn't find what I was looking for, I did find what I needed, which was how to embrace myself, how to heal from my pain, which caused those false beliefs, and how to know my truth. And all of that came from many of the things that we're going to be talking about in this challenge, just so you know. But all of that resulted in me, or from me, shifting my mindset. And I want to break down what the mindset is. There are four parts to the mind. The first part is the conscious mind. The conscious mind is the part of the mind where we're actually conscious and we're able to see and we know what's going on. Those things that you can see are conscious awareness. Then you have the subconscious mind. That's actually your soul. The soul is actually connected to the universe, which is connected to God. We communicate through what we call chakras, or those energetic portals that releases healing and happiness and joy through um, these particular 7 parts. There's 7 chakras in the body, 7 parts or 7 chakras or 7 portals or entries or exit portals that you have, where the universe and the connection of the universe and the energetic spirit is transferred through these portals, and you're fed. So the subconscious mind is connected to the universe, and whatever it is that's in God's will is controlled through the universe. It is connecting to our subconscious mind, which is where you get those thoughts of, this doesn't feel right, or I feel like I should be doing this. All of those things are connecting you to what your life's purpose really is. So, because of the subconscious mind, and we know that our thoughts create our reality, what is subconsciously in your mind is what you create in your reality, what you actually see. Then you have the unconscious mind. That is the part which is where the mind is developed, and it is set on how we will function from then on out. So if you're a child and your mind is developing, because as kids, we're little kids are like little sponges, they soak up everything. And in that timing of soaking up everything, if there's something that's traumatic that you've experienced, it's going to set in your mind. And the thought that's developed from that experience, the behavior or the emotions that are connected to that thought from that experience will all carry over as a way or a rule of thumb for your mind to handle it in the future. So if your mind is set on you not being loved, or you thinking you're not good enough, then that is what your mindset is all about. So if your mindset is stuck on those things that are low operating, then you're going to constantly create low energy into the universe, and you're going to constantly produce low manifestations or things that are not of what you really truly desire to have. And then there's that fourth part of the mind, which is the superconscious mind. Now, the superconscious mind kicks in when the subconscious mind puts the conscious mind and the unconscious mind in check. And that is done through our life experiences and the lessons that we're supposed to learn. When you learn those lessons and you walk into the realm of who you really are, then you are super consciously operating, and which is just you operating from your God-like mindset, which is where your mind actually should be setting. And then, which is where your mind should actually set. And then when you get to that super conscious mind, that's what the new mindset is supposed to be. So from then on out, you're able to handle problems better because you know who you are, you know who God is, and you know that you're protected through the universe, and you know that everything is all well. So when you shift your mindset from the low level thinking to the high level thinking, then you create a high level of manifestation or production or producing in your life. So it's very important to uh, shift that mindset. And in 3 ways, I'm going to give you 3 steps to take to help you do that. Number one, first of all, you want to do it. So you have to want your mind to change from one uh, form of belief system to the next. Number two, you have to accept the truth. And accepting the truth, which is you going on the search to find out what it is that has your mind stuck on this particular set thinking, and then discover how you can work that out. And number three, you want to visualize and focus on a better future, a better version of whatever it is that you want to erase. So for me, having that false mindset or that fake belief that I was unworthy, I had to want to believe that I was worthy. I had to accept the truth that the experiences that I suffered from in my childhood were the reason why I felt that way. And I started to visualize myself outside of that relationship, myself with somebody else. And that's what I started to focus on. And when I started to focus on my happiness, which I was not getting from this particular person, then that's what the universe started to create for me. I was able to then manifest the separation of our physical relationship and into a singlehood to where I could fully manifest whatever it is that I truly desired, because I didn't have that negative static or that negative energy blocking me from producing it anymore. So that's the importance of shifting your mindset. It's a very, very, very powerful thing. The mind is actually the most powerful computer in the world. So if your mind, and as a blessing from God, as humans, we were given the most powerful creation in the world, the most powerful computer in the world. And with that power, you have the ability to create whatever life that it is that you want. So shifting your mindset is very important and definitely an aspect to helping you to restore your emotional pain and unmasking uh, what's been hit, what's hiding behind you. So that is day number 3. I will see you guys on tomorrow's video, and we're going to be talking about self-efficacy. Bye.